Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff to the single back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it second and medium. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Movement at the second level of the defense now. Grab behind the line, it's Smith. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. He'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Tar Heels starting a new series here on 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
got second down here. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's second down. On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. So the head coach will accept the penalty, and the offense will move back a little bit. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The shotgun running play call. And now the defense able to bring him down. Third down and short on the 8th play of this opening drive. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And the runner takes off to his right. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards, you pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
Offense set up. This is play number 10 in this series. And at first down, they go right back to him. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And the single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
On the 12th play of this opening drive, it's 3rd and short. Quick throw caught on the left side. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Strong game by this quarterback. We come out in a playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First down here for this offense. And on the carry, he's heading left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set. Flip, flip. Yep.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Takes the handoff again. Makes a nice move there. Tackle, but first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Ball handed off. Running with purpose. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll try a pass here, but it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Extending the play now. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Okay, ready?
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Flex, flex, flex.
Try to catch the defense with the draw. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. And now the running back's got it again. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Quick pass, the catch is made. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Important 2nd down play coming up.
Clear, clear. Down,
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap.
freedom, freedom.
Handoff in a single back formation. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble to his left. The pass ball is incomplete and trying to extend the play, but nobody open. The second down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. The Gators with 1st and 10 here. Back in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Second down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. He's going to pull it down and run. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but it's brought down after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Using his legs on the scramble. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception. The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And here's the return from inside the 5. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. He goes out of bounds at the 31 after a decent return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Play action here on first down. Heavy pressure hit as he throws. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of life from this offense.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Pressure is coming. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Touchdown, North Carolina. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they lead 17-3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Gators offense retakes the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Incompletion sets up a second down.
Let's go. Man. Timber.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And the Gators have 1st and 10 here. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Always looking to throw. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Gators are going to keep this drive rolling. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
6th play of the drive coming up. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Buying time now, rolling to his left. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. The Gators looking to cash in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the Gators pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the run here, lets it go. Catch is made along the sideline, and he's forced out of bounds.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down and goal. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on fourth and goal here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. On the run here. Lets it go. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it in the third quarter of play. first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Dump off caught by the running back. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
First and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Goal line formation for the defense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Still no answer for this offense. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into the second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Now rolling out to his left. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Moves left out of the pocket. And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or 2.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
And the Tar Heels will bring their punt team onto the field. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. He's a wide open receiver, complete. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And he scores! Touchdown, Gators.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
The extra point is good. They're down now 14, 24-10. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down, looking to throw the football. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid a tackle there with a slide. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Caught quickly. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On third and short, they hand the ball off. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Love to see this with a lead late in the game. In the postseason, you got to trust your offensive line and your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed